Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your bi-weekly reading. I'm ready to dive deep with you guys because I know if there's anyone that can go deep, it's you. Okay, my name is Ahorangi Starchild, and this is a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know what your Moon or your Rising sign is, below this video is a link. Click on it. It'll take you to a website where you can generate a natal chart to get the information so you can tune into this playlist. Because this is a general reading, it might not resonate and will not resonate with everyone. Tune into other signs that you are drawn to, okay, to get more information. What else? Click like, subscribe, hit the bell below this video. Everything you need to know about me is in the drop box below. Let's jump in. What's happening with Scorpio during this period of time? We have your ruler in Capricorn. So I feel whatever it is that you are working on, you want to do it long term. You're looking long term. You're looking at the next 30 years. You want to, especially with Jupiter there as well, I feel like there might be things going on with your siblings, neighbors, short distance travel. Okay, and we have Venus and the Moon in your opposite sign of Taurus. That's beautiful, people, and Uranus as well. So people are you're meeting very interesting people. People are very warm and generous towards you. We have Neptune and Mercury trining your sign. So there's a beautiful spiritual communication and creative energy coming in for you. Information concerning creative and spiritual pursuits. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm using my beautiful, beautiful Tarot de la Nuit deck for you. Please give me feedback on my readings. I love connecting with you. I love to get feedback. I always like to know how I can improve my reading for you so I can bring in messages that is, brings in good guidance, okay? Just give me a moment while I tune in for you. You're definitely finishing off with something. We have Mars conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. So I feel like with the Ten of Swords being the first card coming out, that you are finishing off with self-sabotage, heartbreak, disappointment, backstabbing with most probably people backstabbing you or talking of you behind your back. Scorpios, you just know. You deeply, deeply intuitive people, okay? Transformative as well. And you're finishing off with conflict in your life. You are preparing yourself to speak your truth. But you are keeping your cards close to your chest. You're not quite ready to step out and, go bold. You are preparing yourself to speak your truth and to create balance in your relationships, I feel. You might have to deal with a bit of competition or conflict, disagreements, just things that irritate you. And this could be around the home area. You might have to deal with a younger person with a juvenile, immature communication. But there's also a beautiful water energy coming to you through the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. We have the Lovers as well, which is balancing your energy. It's communication. This is soulmate energy, important decisions concerning relationships. And you are coming up in your reading as King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, as well as the Queen of Cups. I feel if you're single, you're working your way through emotional, to become emotionally balanced and also emotionally available. And it is about putting up healthy boundaries, creating very clear, how do I say it, methods of determining who you're going to allow into your life and who you're going to keep at a distance. We also have the moon here, which is Cancer. To me, that's Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The moon is deep. It's about frustration. It's about secrets. I do feel that you are keeping your cards close to your chest because there's a lot of Scorpio energy in your reading. So the Ten of Swords is about finishing off. You just could not work up a nerve even if they pay you to. You're so done with people who are at it to win at all costs. You just want to tap into your own energy and be your authentic self. You want to create balance in your life. You want to establish truth and trust. Okay. Ten of Swords. We have the Tower. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So some of you might struggle with financial losses, or you might struggle with losing a job, or a career path coming to a sudden end. Something in your career or how you make money, or something that was very stable in your life is coming to an end. But that didn't, that wasn't the end. Of course, it's never the end for Scorpio because you are the masters of transformation, okay? So we have the Magician and the Three of Wands. So I feel like the Ten of Swords is here because you are coming out of a very stressful period where you had to really tap into your own natural ability to help and assist yourself. Okay, there's a lot of your own energy here. So I feel like you have become someone because of past trauma. You are now in a situation where you have learned to, you have discovered your innate gifts on how to create opportunities for yourself and have the Midas touch. So you're coming to the end of a cycle that was a path that you had to follow alone. I feel like you had to do this all by yourself. Create opportunities all by yourself. Manifest all by yourself. Work by yourself to create stability in your life. And you are over the stress and the mental stress that comes with having to do everything by yourself, because we do have the Lovers here. For some of you, there is potential for a beautiful soulmate connection. Okay, but I feel like you also had to deal with a deception, because we do have the Moon and we have the Five of Wands, which means conflict, or two people who broke up, or they just couldn't agree with each other. So they we agreed to disagree. So tell me about the Moon. Why is the Moon here? The Moon is a very deep card. It's a subconscious card. It's a dark card. Sometimes we can't see the path, especially falling below the Ten of Swords, even though you're coming to the end of a cycle of you had to deal with a lot of mental, finding solutions on a mental level, finding your answers and your clarity within yourself, within your mind. You're coming to the end of that process because the 10 goes into the Ace. Ace is a brand new fresh start. You're just before a brand new fresh start in a new understanding and a new way of communication, and coming into information that can help you move forward. So the Moon there is telling me that this could potentially be a repetitive cycle. So we have the Chariot and the Star with the Moon. I definitely feel like you are divinely guided to trust your intuitions on making decisions to move forward in your life. You are, for some of you, you put in a lot of effort, okay, to recover from trauma, to recover from upsetting and very disruptive patterns, potentially repetitive patterns in your life. You are divinely guided with a vision that you have. Pay attention to your dreams as well. I feel like you really have to pay attention to your dreams and any kind of synchronicities that draws you to pay attention to messages that come to you concerning your vision, your hopes, your wishes that you have for yourself. I feel maybe for some of you that there is a bit of fear or hesitance. You can't really see clearly at this point in time how you're going to achieve the goals or the visions that you have for yourself. But the advice here is to trust your intuition. You are deeply intuitive, especially with Mercury and Neptune trining your sign at this point in time. You can totally trust the vibes around you, trust your vision and the prompts that you receive to take action. Okay, it will be successful. It's to keep your eye on the ball. Keep that vision in mind. Don't waver from your objectives and you will achieve them. So tell me about the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about, I would say, conflict of interest, Judgment, and Seven of Wands. With this Judgment and the Moon, I do feel like you're dealing with repetitive patterns in the past. And with that Ten of Swords, you're over it. You want to finish it. You don't want to do the same. You don't want to go around the same block again. You're putting up your defenses. You're done with conflict. This is the very last time. And with this Judgment, it is speaking your truth. It is bringing things up. Maybe even, I feel, going for counseling for some of you, so that you can work through your emotional blocks or the traumas that you had suffered, so that you can balance out your energy. You can learn how to handle conflict. You can learn how to set healthy boundaries. Okay, so this is also like discovering, if you are highly spiritual Scorpio, I feel like you are discovering doorways to other realms, okay, that brings you information on how to overcome these repetitive patterns of conflict and having to defend yourself all the time. So tell me about the Lovers, and this could be in romantic connections or important life relationships, because all of this falls next to the Lovers. Why is the Lovers here? We have two people looking deeply into each other's eyes and being very honest with each other. They are vulnerable to each other, and let's see what the tarot has to say about that. There's a whole story here. We have the Six of Cups, so you could potentially deal with a soulmate connection. We have the Knight of Cups, there's romance. Two of Wands, taking the opportunities to pursue sweet connections, travel, opportunities to travel. But this could also be your soulmates. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. This could be people from your soul family with whom you feel really at home. So I feel like with this Lovers that there are people coming into your life who is calming you. They calming your surroundings. They have a calming influence. When you are with them, you feel better. They calm your mind. They calm the energy. They take you to better places you absolutely love. You feel a sense of belonging. So these people that are bringing in beautiful energy with a sense of belonging and opportunities to meet with these people, to be with them, to communicate with them, because we have the Knight of Swords. So there is information coming to you fast and furious with that Knight of Swords. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy coming in, speaking to that Lover, same energy. Okay, so someone important coming into your life who's going to show you that everything doesn't have to just be about conflict, okay, when it comes to relationships. So, and if it's not relationships, this is you realizing that everything in relationships doesn't always have to have an element, especially when it's romantic or not, doesn't always have to have an element of conflict in it, which could most probably be most of your experiences. So we have King of Cups stepping forward. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and oh my word, I think this guy is the sexiest guy on a tarot card I have ever seen. Oh, wow. So we have the Emperor, a very strong masculine person making an appearance during this time of this reading. Very mature, emotionally balanced, knows how to take care of himself. This is Capricorn, Aries, and Scorpio energy. There's a lot of Scorpio energy here for you. You're coming very strong in this reading. I feel like you've got this. You are in control of everything that you want to transform and change. Anything that had like a negative impact, and I say negative because negative is what we learn from, okay? It serves a purpose. You have the transformative power to turn it around, and you are doing it because you're taking control. We have the Emperor next to the King of Cups. Taking control, standing your ground, having healthy boundaries. Some things just aren't negotiable, must be on your terms. Okay, so there's a little bit of control coming in, but sometimes control is good. It means you're not a pushover. Not that Scorpio ever in my books was a pushover, okay? You're very strong. You're a fixed sign, okay? But I just feel like you know what you want. There's a sense of determination, especially with that Seven of Wands here. If you're a feminine or masculine, you might be dealing with a mature masculine male during this point in time. Could be a manager, could be an authority figure, could be a father figure who's there to listen to you, help you, guide you, protect you even, and show you the way. Okay, you don't have to do all of this by yourself. If there are some battles and things that you have to go, some conflict that you have to go through, some serious conversations that you have to go through concerning the past and things of the past, okay, bringing it all to light. Secrets coming out, okay, that's also what I see. Like there's lots of things that was hidden that's coming to light at this point in time. And I feel it's concerning your life. I feel you tired of keeping quiet about things that happened in the hush-hush, okay? Where you feel like you were a victim. And so you are taking control to turn it around, and you might actually step into energy where you're going to take control and maybe even say shocking things, but they're going to be truthful though. Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Why is the Queen of Cups here? The Queen of Cups is someone who is very sensitive, psychic. She's emotionally available. Good listener, good counseling abilities. Someone who's deeply intuitive, spiritual. We have Temperance. And we have the King of Wands. So I feel like people during this time might play a very important part in your life. With two kings here, there's an energy of negotiation, two people talking to each other to mediate, to come to an how do I say it, an agreement of some kind. And with Temperance, this is me having patience. You are in your element. You are in with that Queen of Cups. It means someone who is very patient. But with the King of Wands is also someone who knows what action to take at what time. And maybe having to fight, because the King of Wands is someone who takes action. But I feel like you might be, if this is you, you might slow down your processes. You don't want to take impulsive action. You want to temper the actions, the words. Okay, but I also feel there's a lot of guidance coming in from your angels at this point in time. There is healing conversations coming in with you, Temperance. But I also feel like if you are in a relationship, in a soulmate relationship, that with, especially if your soulmate has a very different type personality to you, that you are finding ways to work together rather than to work against each other. So the Page of Swords is about communication, information. There's a sense of curiosity, but Page of Swords can also be about immature communication. So you might deal with a younger person who they're still learning how to express themselves. and they might talk out of turn, or they might behave in an immature way or express themselves in an immature way. But, you know, for Scorpio, that's nothing. You know, you could just drown that out. Doesn't have to be anything in your life except for a mild irritation. We have the Ace of Wands and we have the Four of Swords. So I feel like there is communication that comes to you, which you feel like you need to sleep on before you react. And I feel that is why you feel like you need to temper your actions, you need to temper your words. You don't want to, you want to be the mature person in the situation, okay? So you're sleeping on it before you're going to express yourself. But with the Ace of Wands, I feel that there is a brand new fresh start in the way of action that you want to take towards yourself. There is maybe a new job coming in for you, or a new career path, something that you've been waiting for. But I also feel like you are in a mode of recovery from a disappointment, heartbreak, betrayal in some way, shape, or form. And you know that only time can heal. Maybe your energy levels hasn't been that great, but the sun will be going into Taurus in a couple weeks. On roundabout, was it April? It will go into Taurus was the 21st April. It'll go into Taurus, and then there's beautiful energy coming in for you that will revitalize you. For now, the suggestion is to take a time out, allow yourself to heal, rest, sleep, meditate, do whatever feeds your soul. Take the fifth. Bite your tongue, wait things out, be patient, especially with that temperance. And when you go with this type of energy, I also feel like if you are going to speak about things that was hidden, that's also going to be very healing for you. Once you've said your piece, you'll step back, you'll go into sort of like a recovery mode and being antisocial. But once you come out of that, then your energy will be renewed and you'll be ready to go. Ready to go into the new cycle. Brand new fresh start in the Ace of Wands for you. So thank you for watching. Please give me feedback. I love reading for you. Have a beautiful day. Light and love.